Hello folks, my name is DSG and Darkwatch, and welcome back. I say welcome back as if you actually went anywhere, and quite frankly, I'm pretty sure you did go somewhere. Anyway, just a little bit of spy gameplay here, and I have to say this right off the bat, I am using the Diamondback right off, first one, mostly because the Diamondback is so good now, you must use. Basically, the Diamondback, it used to be really quote-unquote bad, but now I think it's actually really good because of the fact that instead of being to where you had to sap buildings just to get crits, now sapping buildings, they have to be fully destroyed by your sapper, and backstabs by you gets you crits, and you'll see every time I backstab someone here, and one of the most random things right there, whoop, flying heavy. Oh, I thought that was pretty funny. But, back to the main point here. I suck as spy, and this isn't really what I talk about. I really want to talk to you guys, and one of the big things I've been wanting to talk to you about is TF2 and the requirements it takes to play this game now. I have been getting ridiculously low frames. If you would have seen me in game playing this, you would have probably laughed. I was getting, while recording at least, I was getting maybe 11 or 12 frames per second. Now, when I play normally without recording, I'll get anywhere from 30 to 45 average. I love this game, I really do. And Spy is one of those classes that you really need good frames to play on, especially when it comes to stuff like this. Sneaking around the pyro, so boss, so powerful. Now, the other weapon I am using is called the Your Eternal Reward, which I have renamed to Instant Karma because I just like the idea. This weapon it's fun. It really is. Because when you backstab someone, their body disappears. You immediately disguise as them. And as you see right there, their body just disappears. Now, in the kill feed, the enemy team does not see their death in the kill feed. So if you backstab someone with this knife, their name, you killing them will not appear in the feed. Which is alright. But it does... A good team will know when there's a spy like this, and I just try and get a stab here. Really, this was a dumb idea, I know, just chasing him. I should have just said to hell with it and backed off, but, you know, it's okay. One of the big tips that I can give you as spy is use corners to your advantage, and if that don't work, right there, just don't worry about any of the fancy stuff. Just go in, backstab, done. Only time you need the fancy stuff is when you're in trouble. Now, Jarate is one of those times where you're going to be in trouble a lot, and there is no sense in trying to get around it. Like right here, I had made a dumb mistake. Jarate had worn off. I should have just stayed undercover and ran across to my hole. But the soldier found me because I gave myself away. Another thing I want to talk about is on this particular map, Harvest, is you'll see it a lot. When I take up a disguise, I'll try and go to where that class would be, if that makes sense. Like as for sniper, you'll see me disguised as a sniper and I'll stand on the roofs. Because snipers stand on roofs. That's just a thing. The other team buys it. Now heavy is one of those classes that's really hard to guess where heavy will stand. If that's one of the things I would tell you guys, it's if you're going to play spy and you're going to disguise, even without the Sahara, without the knife that I'm using, your eternal reward. With stock knife, stand where the class would normally stand. If it's a sniper, stand in the background. If it's a soldier, try and be a little bit up front, but not too far up front, because that'll get you killed. Another little trick here is cloaking and then going in behind here. Now, normally decloaking is really loud. I was lucky enough my decloak was timed with another loud sound, so my cloak was covered. Now, since I am playing as a sniper, that pyro wasn't paying attention, I stood up there on the roofs, and now I'm playing as Pyro. I'm going to run a little bit forward. Ooh, excuse me. Ugh. And I'm going to try and be where the enemy would think that this class would be. Now, see, this is what I mean by heavy. I'm slow, and I don't know where I should be. Thankfully, all the other guys on blue team, they buy it. Like, I was going to go and try and backstab that guy, but then I was like, better not. Too slow. You'll see here in a bit that I undisguise. You might think it's a bad thing, considering this knife is... you know, won't let me redisguise unless I backstab someone. That's not necessarily the case. See what I did there? I stabbed undisguised cloak because I needed to be faster. Now, the goal with Spy is sabotage. You just want to be in there, and out. I know someone's going to take this as wrong. And here's another one of those instances where I just got to a situation where I could not get out. Don't get in those situations. Now, I'm switching back to my favorite weapon, the Enforcer. Oh, all hail. See, this sniper, he just does not hear me with my decloak. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I just thought it was funny because he didn't see it. Another thing you really want to pay attention to as a sniper, as a spy, is waiting. Like right here. Me and this soldier get into a fight. Unfortunately, he didn't throw Jarate at me, but I had gotten to a situation where I had to wait. And I needed to wait for the, either my watch to regain cloak, battery as it's called, and health. And as soon as it respawns, a soldier takes it. I'm like, I need it. Second thought, I'll just wait. So I sit up here in the corner, and it's a really dumb spot to stand, by the way. Try not to stand there. You'll see a skip happen right there. But basically, I waited. The best thing I can tell you as a spy to practice is to practice. And the best way to go and do that is it's called TR walkway. It'll really help you learn how to do trick stabs, corner stabs, blah blah blah. Now, normally I do use the dead ringer, but here, like I said, I'm using the Invisawatch, just stock. Now, I try and let these guys go by so I can see what's around me, and you'll notice I mess with this sniper a lot. I want him to think there's a spy around me. I want him to think this. I want him to think that, because if he thinks that, he'll be taking less time to aim at my team, and he'll be putting more time into looking for me, which is fine, because I just want to be a distraction. I really don't care if he finds out what I am or what I ain't. That makes sense. Probably don't. But, more along the lines, I'm just trying to be somewhat present. That's really what you have to do with the Sahara Spy and the Enforcer. You really want to be present. And since the Enforcer rewards you for being undisguised, well, hell, why not? You see here, I try and time my shots. Doesn't work very well, but he inevitably dies anyway. I also run headlong into another spy. Now, a nice thing about the Invisawatch is the fact that as you run over fallen weapons and other things, you regain cloak. So it's really important as a spy running this particular set to pay attention to fallen weapons, ammo boxes, and map knowledge really is key. I can't stress that enough, especially right here. Now, that would have been a backstab, but I really did mess up the turn. I really don't know how to explain that one to you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. My name has been DSG and Darkwatch, and I am out. Enjoy the video.